Published by Time Out Group. It operates in 333 cities in 59 countries. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Motosho, said no one should be surprised at the rating, given the numerous initiatives that the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has taken to ensure that Lagos, Nigeria's business and financial honeypot, takes its rightful place among leading mega cities. Nightlife is alive and doing well in Lagos, thanks to the creation of an enabling environment for tourism and entertainment, principal amongst which is security of lives and property. The Lagos State Task Force has removed all shanties, makeshift buildings and illegal structures on Agungi, Ajiro Road, Lekki. Speaking at the scene of the clearing out exercise, chairman of the agency, Adetayo Akirili, said the occupants of all illegal structures in the area had been warned severally and were served eviction notices 2 weeks ago, but decided to remain at the location. Akirili said illegal structures not only deface the well-planned-out residential area, but also goes against the fiscal planning programs of the government along Lekki Egbe axis. He assured the Goshens that the exercise is going to be continuous as more shanties scattered along other parts of Lekki axis have been served removal notices, appealing to the occupant to vacate the shanties and pull down any form of illegal structures in those areas or risk having them forcefully demolished by the agency. Ogun State Government team lead, led by the Commissioner for Education, Abayomi Aribabu, has embarked on sensitization across the state to drive enrollment of children in public schools. Aribabu, while speaking during the sensitization campaign held at selected markets and motor parks in the Djibouti, Shagamu, Ilaru, and Abeokuta, said facilities in public schools and those for children with special needs across the state had been upgraded to achieve a conducive teaching and learning environment. He emphasized that these schools have qualified and competent teachers who have what it takes to bring the best out of the children and prepare them for greatness in life. The permanent secretary, Oluwatosin Oluku, enjoined parents to be patient and allow their children to go through normal process of learning to make them firm and attain maturity and progress to higher institution. Meanwhile, the National Safe School Response Coordination Center has announced plans to register up to 10,000 schools across various states as the new academic session commences. This initiative aims to bolster the safety of students and teachers in the face of rising insecurity and the resurgence of mass abductions. Its commander, Hamad Aboduri, stresses the need for a strong and stable internet connection to facilitate the registration process, which requires logging the precise coordinates of each school. According to him, the registration process involves more than just adding schools to the system, but also includes training teachers and students on personal security and school protection. And over to the rest of the stories. The U.S. Department of State and Nigeria's Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy will convene approximately 300 stakeholders in Lagos for the Global Inclusivity and Artificial Intelligence Africa Conference. During this Pan-African conference, senior U.S. government officials will join tech policy leaders, private sector executives, civil society members, and academics to discuss opportunities and challenges in the development, deployment, and use of artificial intelligence, AI. The conference will include plenary and breakout sessions, site visits, panel discussions, and networking events that will help participants identify and organize tech governance strategies that ensure AI is adopted and advanced in a way that protects the public from potential harm and ensures that everyone enjoy its benefits. This conference represents a significant step in U.S.-Nigeria relations and builds on the positive momentum from U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's visit to Nigeria in January and the U.S.-Nigeria Bi-National Commission meetings held in April in Abuja, where the AI conference was announced. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo has emphasized the importance of sustained partnerships with the private sector to ensure Nigeria's airports remain competitive and capable of meeting the demands of a rapidly evolving global aviation industry. Keyamo stated this during an inspection of ongoing infrastructure upgrades at the E-Wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA, in Lagos. He also officially launched the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria FAN private sector collaboration and renovation program during the visit. Speaking during the inspection, the minister lauded the FAN private sector collaboration and renovation program as a progressive step towards transforming the nation's aviation sector. And in some foreign news, a fire has ripped through the dormitory of a boarding school in central Kenya, killing 18 boys who were sleeping and injuring 27. Police and government officials said that that toll may rise following the disaster at Hillside and Darasha Primary School in Yeri County, as the survivors are being treated in numerous hospitals. Government spokesman Isaac Muwara says the boys were in grades 4 to 8, putting their ages at about 9 to 13 years. The dormitory housed 156 boys. Meanwhile, Vice President Rigati Gachagua says 70 pupils remained unaccounted for, but declares that some may have been taken home by their parents in the night. And now, sports news. Super Eagles caretaker coach Augustine Eguavoen has vowed that his side will go all out for a win against the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. Eguavoen says the players will approach the game with seriousness and will do everything possible to win the 3 points. Nigeria and neighbor Benin Republic will clash in a 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying match day 1 encounter at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, this evening. And that was our news at 12. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X Traffic Radio 961. Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube. Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, Loma launched the Lagos State Blue Box Recycling Initiative? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos has been named 6th best city for nightlife in 2024, ahead of Rotterdam, Netherlands, and Manchester, United Kingdom, amongst others. The U.S. Department of State and Nigeria's Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy will convene approximately 300 stakeholders in Lagos for the Global Inclusivity and Artificial Intelligence Africa Conference. And we also told you that a fire has ripped through the dormitory of a boarding school in central Kenya, killing 18 boys who were sleeping and injuring 27 others. In sports, Super Eagles caretaker coach Augustine Eguavoen has vowed that his side will go all out for a win against the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayodu Olaya. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.